Hi Mom, I thought I'd send you a video message. It is Saturday morning and I think as I mentioned, it snowed on Thursday a lot and didn't melt a whole lot yesterday, but now it's warming up Saturday morning and we're getting some snow melting. I also thought it was a good time to update you on some of the home projects we've been working on and give you a show of what it's like. All right, so as you can see, we still got a bunch of snow. A lot of it's melting this morning. Caleb and I just got done watching Augsburg, Germany play their soccer game, which they ended up tying. And so now it's out time to do some yard work with the assistance of Harper. Right, Harper? You helping? So anyway, here's the rock and the retaining wall we put in a couple years ago now. And then we did these concrete steps that we put in, and then I painted them just about a month ago. Lots of leaves are falling that we're going to have to pick up hopefully today. Here are the stone steps that we had 3 put in, and then they were waiting on the 4th one. The 4th one is actually a different color. The guy didn't want to put it in because he thought it was too different. Lisa and I said it doesn't really matter. I think it looks close enough. But it's that top step. If you notice, it's more of a pinkish or purplish as opposed to these, which are tan, which I don't know, didn't really bother me that much. The storm that we had, that's a branch that we lost off of our tree on Thursday. It pulled down a lot of branches throughout the city with the heavy wet snow and super high winds, and a lot of trees still had leaves on them. Got too heavy and a lot of people lost lots of branches. I had a lot of blocked roads that I had to deal with on Thursday. Here's the turf that we installed primarily so that the girls could go out and go to the bathroom in the winter all in the same spot and not kill all of our grass for the spring. It's had mediocre success so far. We'll keep you updated. Looks nice, especially in the winter. The problem is that it stinks. So I bought this jug of stuff to spray on there. It's like a deodorizer thing. It's supposed to absorb the bad smell, and we'll see how that works this winter. You can kind of see where the water flows when it melts. See, there's snow, and then there's that path, and that's how the water kind of drains around the house. Here's our rock. Caleb has to pull all the rocks aside and empty the water basin underneath of it for the winter so that it doesn't freeze. We were in the midst of doing that. We got it all taken care of, except now we need to cover it up so that no snow will melt and go in there. We kind of missed that. We got snow too soon. And we had some nice mums. They kind of got hit hard by the wind and the snow as well. Here's the block wall that I had shown you before. So this is brick underneath that we put in, and then this is the stone that we cut. And again, it's still laying on top. We haven't fastened it down yet, just because I wanted to make sure it doesn't shift over the winter, and then next spring we'll worry about putting it in place. We put cedar wood chips in there and planted these hydrangeas, and these are dwarf hydrangeas that should get no higher than 2.5 to 3 feet. So hopefully they're not going to stick up above the level of the deck. We also had to replant those clematis, and we got that done a couple weeks ago. So hopefully the roots have had a chance to reestablish themselves, and they look like they've lived for the last 2 weeks or so, so that's good, and hopefully they'll take off. I know that we disturbed the roots quite a bit in replanting them, so they're going to have to start anew a little bit, but hopefully they will turn into full-grown plants and we'll get more flowers, more blooms than we had the previous year. We also planted grass along here. and had some success growing some of it. I'm going to try and clear the leaves off it and give it a better chance. The big problem has been the squirrels. Squirrels have just been going crazy, digging in the nice, clean dirt. I don't think they like the grass seed, but they have really been eating that stuff up. And the barking you hear is the neighbor dog. He is right there. His name's Benny, and he is obsessed with our two dogs, and anytime he sees us out, he comes over and wants to come over and play with them, because that's the highlight of his day, and he gets to come over. And Harper still is getting to walk free because she's well behaved and always stays around. And Olive is on her line because if you turn your back for a minute, she's off exploring the neighborhood. So she still has to be confined by that line. Anyway, hope you enjoyed your video message. I'll try and do these a little bit more regularly.